Narayana. Respected sadhakas, welcome you all. Happy Sankranti to everyone. Makara Sankramanam, Lord Surya taking the northern hemisphere direction. Uttarayana, giving all good days for us, for our outer sadhanas, inner sadhanas. And congrats also, Mahakumbha, lakhs crores taking bath, praying for all. We also can go. If we can't go, never mind. Mentally reach right now to the Triveni Sangama, take wonderful dip, pray for all the living beings. First, pray for ourselves, for our own Adhyatmic sadhana and siddhi very soon. So, to pray for the entire universe's spiritual growth. Every day, these 40 days, we can mentally take dip. And if somebody goes from our near place, get the water, one drop take, that also is good. Here we are, friends, every day, seated to study Shastras together, to that, through that, understand the truth and try to do the possible required sadhana and to abide in the truth. Morning, afternoon also, some classes we have done. Now in the evening, we have Yoga Vaashishtha, Maharamayam, we have Nirguna Manasa Puja, we have Sankshipta Skanda Purana. Today we will be starting Brahma Khanda. After concluding Maheshwara Khanda and Vaishnava Khanda. Chandogya Upanishad also, we are doing our sixth, I think, Khanda of the first Adhyaya. So just be regular, then you become familiar. Then the knowledge given by our Rishi Munis starts entering into us. If you value it, if you love it, if you have Shraddha in that Jnanam, if we really use our intellect to understand, we'll find that there's a most enchanting, most beautiful, most wanted of all knowledges and the sadhanas and jivana shaili. More than spiritual life, there's nothing great in the world. So welcome you all. First we'll do Yoga Vaashishtha Maharamayam. Third Utpatthi Prakaranam. We are doing the fifth Narayana Sarga. In that MOOLA KAARANA Devata SWARUPA VARNANAM. The Parabrahma Tattva, who is there before creation, in whom the creation alone is there, who is there even at the end of creation, about him, whatever we have to listen from various sources of Shastras, most of it is brought and put at one place by sage Vaashishthaji for all of us through Bhagavan Rama. So it's a very good content for the contemplative people who just want to understand that Paramatma in his Swarupa Lakshana as well as in his Tatastha Lakshana. Let us just start doing our prayers and study it. Om, 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 Om Sahana Vavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai Om Shanti 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 Om Namo Brahmadibhyo Brahma Vidya Sampradaya Kartrubhyo Vamsa ऋषिभ्यो Mahadbhyo नमो गुरुभ्यः ओम श्री राम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं राम नाम वरानने ओम तस्मै श्री गुरवे वसिष्ठमुनये नित्यं नमस्कुर्महे विश्वामित्रमुनिं शरण्यमनघं भूयो नमस्याम्यहं तस्मै वाल्मीकये श्रीगुरुतमगुरवे भूरिभावैर्नताः स्मः पूर्णानन्दस्वभावः स्वजनहितकृते माययोपात्तकायः कारुण्यादुद्दिदीर्षुर्जनमनवरतं मोहपङ्के निमग्नम् आवेश्यान्तर्वसिष्ठं बहिरभिकलयन् शिष्यभावं वितेने यः संवादेन शास्त्रामृत जलधिममुं रामचन्द्रं प्रपद्ये ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं Sadgurum tam namami. Parabrahmane Shrutimatre Samasta Brahma Bhakti Yoga Dharma Vidya Acharyebhyo Rishibhyo Munibhyo Gurubhyo Devatabhyo Asmat Gurubhyo Namaha. Sri Ramachandra Parabrahmane Sri Vaashishtha Vishwamitra Valmiki Veda Vyasadi Brahma Vidya Acharyebhyo Namaha. Sankalpaha तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्य बोधेन श्री योगवास्य महारामायण उक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्य बोधेन मोक्ष प्राप्त्यर्थम सनातन धर्म से विश्वव्याप्ति विश्वाध्यात्मिक प्रगति एकता शांति पूर्वभिवृद्ध्यर्थम अस्मिन् धर्म संस्थापने कंकणबद्ध अस्माकं सह सर्वेषां निरंतर दिग्विजयार्थम श्रीराम मंदिरवत् शिव कृष्णादि समस्त मंदिराणाम् आश्रमाणां पुण्यदिव्य क्षेत्राणां विश्वविद्यालय भूभागादीनां पुनर्प्राप्ति तेषु निरंतर शास्त्र अध्ययन अध्यापन उपासना यज्ञयाग साधना सेवा तपस्यादीनां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातन धर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यन्तर शत्रूणां शाश्वत रूपेण समूल निर्मूलनार्थं भारतवर्षे विश्वे च अस्मात् क्षणात् आरभ्य वैदिक हिन्दव संस्कृतेः सुसंप्रतिष्ठा अवाप्त्यर्थं विश्वे मोक्षधर्म पुरुषार्थ प्रतिष्ठा द्वारा विश्व संरक्षणाभिवृद्ध्यर्थं अस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां सर्वेषां संकल्पित सत्कर्मसु दिग्विजयार्थं श्री तेषां हृदये परब्रह्म भगवद्देवता साध्य साधना भक्ति द्वारा जन्म साफल्यार्थम अनेक शास्त्राणाम अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मध्ये श्री वाल्मीकि महर्षि विरचित श्री योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण शास्त्रस्य पारायणम अध्ययनम साधना प्रयत्नं मोक्षार्थम वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। ओम श्री योगवास महारामायण शास्त्रम श्री रामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः। मंगलाचरण श्लोकाः। ओम यतः सर्वाणि भूतानि प्रतिभान्ति स्थितानि च यत्रैवोपशमं यान्ति तस्मै सत्यात्मने नमः। ज्ञाता ज्ञानं तथा ज्ञेयं द्रष्टा दर्शनदृश्यभूः कर्ता हेतुः क्रिया यस्मात् तस्मै ज्ञप्त्यात्मने नमः। स्फुरन्ति सीकरा यस्मात् आनन्दस्याम्बरे वनौ सर्वेषां जीवनं तस्मै ब्रह्मानन्दात्मने नमः। दिवि भूमौ तथाकाशे बहिरन्तश्च मे विभुः यो विभात्यवभासात्मा तस्मै सर्वात्मने नमः। ओम श्री रामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः। तत्तृतीय उत्पत्ति प्रकरणं मूल कारण देवता स्वरूप वर्णनं नाम पंचम सर्गः। श्री वशिष्ठ उवाच। Friends, yesterday we have done up to mantra 13. Every of the word we were trying to understand in this fifth sarga of third Utpatthi Prakaranam, which were telling us about the Paramatma. Remember, this Paramatma, you might have spoken about him, heard about him so much, yet he is such state of reality that no explanation completely explains him, because none of the upadhis can function in finding him, because he is not like those vastus which are perceived by the upadhi. That's why Upanishads, having spoken so much about Brahman, finally they say, Yato vacho nivartante aprapya manasa saha. Then why do we listen so much? It is to develop that faith in the presence of that Paramatma self, even though he is non perceivable by any of the faculties. And remember, he may not be perceivable by faculties, but he is experiential. He is experienced as our own self. And that experience also not like the experiencer, experiencer to experiencing Triputi. No, just everything other than the self. When it is rejected, just what remains is the self. It is being, it is be. This is how it can be understood. It's Satchit Swarup. And I am that. So many explanations are given only to develop faith in us about the presence of that Paramatma. Then Upanishads are kind, or Yoga Vaashishtha Maharamana is kind to indicate to us the Upalabdhi sthana of that Paramatma, our own heart. Then the Upalabdhi Paddhati also. How many are told? It is only we who have to find conviction to know the truth and start doing that sadhana. We are good, we are serious, sincere, but then we don't understand one or two things. We are little immature. What is it is? Being extroverted and trying to know the self, they don't go together. Slowly from the Bhagavata, it will become 100% Antarmukha. Then only all vasanas go away, all agitations in the mind go away, impurities go away, upaditadatmyas go away. Then only that inner deep meditation we can do to reach that state of being. These all will be opened up for us when we are again continuous in our Shastra Shravan. And one and only one request we do for you, suggestion we give for you is never give up studying the Upanishad Shastras and Tattva Bodha Shastras like Yoga Vasishtha Ramayana, Adhyatma Ramayana इत्यादि. Be on the track. That's छोड़ दिया ना फिर छूट जाएगा. Then in the flood of the samsara, we get flown to such a distance that we will not be able to come out of it. ये थोड़ा डेंजर है. अब पता नहीं किस जन्म का क्या पुण्य है कि जन्म में हमको मिल तो रहा है शास्त्र पढ़ने का. Hope we are not getting lost in anything, completely giving up shastra. इतना तो कर लो, right? Now we will study from shloka number 9 onwards, just to browse through only, na? Not much to contemplate, it's only informing. Now we'll see. Ninth mantra I am starting from. Yasmad Vishnwadayo Devaha Surya Deva Marichayah. Like Lord Surya say, the Kirana, the rays come. Same way from that Shanta Swarupa Parabrahma, the Vishnu, Brahma Adi Devatas, Indra Adi Devatas, in that much number come to maintain so many Brahmandas. From him, the Paramatma. Clear? Yasmad Vishnwadaya Suryat Iva Marichaya. We have no count of how many rays are coming from the sun. So to from Brahma Tattva, how many Brahma Vishnu Maheshwaras, how many Karodo Brahmandas are coming, staying, dissolving, we don't know. This much of time, thousands of Brahmandas might have been created and dissolved also. Like how many bacteria are born and dying, we don't know. इतना करने में कितने हाथ में मर गए, we don't know. In the same way, the Anantakoti Brahmandas also are like that fig fruit, inside which there are kide. That the inner kida doesn't know that there are outside also a tree to which so many such fruits are there, in which small insects like them they are there. They are aliens for them. Like the whole country, world, especially America, is behind these aliens. कुछ भी करके aliens को पकड़ने का कोशिश कर रहे हैं. America, the Trump is interested in that. Anyway, so Vishnuvadi many, right? Then Yasmad Jaganti Anantani Budbudaha Jaladeriva. So the examples for the Vishnuvadi Devata says rays like that of sun. Then about the Jaganti, what about the worlds? The worlds from that Brahman have come and dissolved like the uncountable bubbles in the ocean. बुदबुदाह जलदेहे. अब कितने बुदबुदा आकर जाते उतने जगत आके जाते. जो विष्णु आदि कहा है, दे आर जगत पालक संरक्षक इत्यादि देवतास. अधिष्ठान देवतास like sun rays, then the worlds like the budbuda. So many comment. Now imagine when you listen these things, the magnanimity of that Brahmanda, that Parabrahma will grasp same time. When the Brahmanda itself is like bubble, Jagat is like bubble, what to talk about all these things? Therefore, just understand nothing is permanent other than the reality. So be relaxed. Strengthen this thought. Reality is permanent, other things are not permanent. Then, when the non permanent things perish, we'll take it so joyfully and light. We know it's not permanent. I know. Like today, I was watching all children flying kites. Today, Sankranti. So they know it. उड़ा रहे अरे कट जाएगा रे बोले तो स्वामी जी ये तो उड़ा रहे काटने के लिए जाएगा ही. He was confident he'll go. Though I learned from him. Oh, he knows it. That is not afraid. तो कभी हमारा जाएगा उसका जाएगा और क्या. ठीक है. थर्ड वन. यम यान्ति दृश्य वृंदानी पयांसीव महार्णवम. So many river waters just going to merge in Maharnava ocean. In that way, all the drishyas just go into that substratum Paramatma only. Drishyar Namarupa. Namarupa are Maya. There is no Padartha in the Namarupa. That's only Maya. The Padartha supporting that Namarupa is Parabrahma Tattva. Like there is no Padartha called as chair by itself. And a chair, if you talk about it, that chair name has no Padartha. Its Padartha is that wood. Wood is a substratum. But a Rupa is given, a Nama is given. And we think we are sitting on the chair. That Rupa Nama is to differentiate from the table. To say that chair is to sit, table is not for sitting. Table is to put the head and sleep in the class, in the office. So to differentiate, that's called table, this is called chair. But substratum in both of them is one. So in this way, the entire drishya merges continuously in Paramatma. नाम रूप चला गया दृश्य परमात्मा लय. तो यह यम यान्ति दृश्य वृंदानी पयांसी व महार्णवम. The rivers go merge in the ocean. That way, all the drishya jagat keeps on merging in that Parabrahma Tattva. Okay, and the ocean example is for this reason. Even the river is going on flowing from its source up to the ocean. It has its own name. Ganga Maya, now Kumbh Mela is going on. Yamuna Maya, Alakananda, Mandakini. All, so many Krishna Goda, Gange, Yamune, Krishna Godavari, Saraswati. When they reach the ocean, what exactly happens? They lose their individual Rupa and Nama. The content in them is always the water, and that water was always the oceanic water only because ocean is the source of all waters. So to the Rupa Namaka content to Parabrahma. To that content and Rupa Nama is given. That goes away. The Parabrahma, this Rupa Nama goes away, then the content merges in the total. So that's the meaning of Drishya Vrindani Yam Yanti, go and merge in him. Like Payams Iva Maharnavam, the rivers merge in the ocean. Then Yam is very important. Ya Atmanam Padartham Cha Prakashayati, Deepavat. Then Parabrahma is Jyotis Swarupa, Deepa Swarupa, Deepavat. Like lamp illuminates itself and all the things that are there in it. So to the Paramatma is self-luminous and he is the one who is making aware of all the faculties. इंडिविजुअल टोटल सबको प्रकाशित कर रहा है. वो चैतन्य आत्मा है. स्वयं प्रकाश, इसलिए nobody need to illuminate it. Self-effulgent. And in its effulgence only, everything is known. Everything is aware. Everything is accepted to be existing. वो चेतन आत्मा नहीं है तो किसी का अस्तित्व का पता नहीं चलता. So वो प्रकाश करता है. Next one, that Paramatma Tattva is Yaha Akashe. He is there in the Bhutakasha, Chittakasha also. Sharire. It is there in the Sthula Sharira, Sukshma and Karana. Then Drushatsu. In all the Drushats, stones and all of them. Then Apsu in the waters. Okay? Then Apsu, Latasu in all the creepers and plants and trees. Then Pam Sushu in the dust particles. Renu. Adrishu in the mountains. Pateshu in the winds that are blowing. Pataleshu in all the dungeon lokas. Nichika. अतल वितल सुतल रसातल तलातल महातल पाताल ऐसे जो नीचे के लोग in all of them samstitaha, the truth substratum is there. So this is where our intellect is tested. As we said yesterday, the 4 stages. Do you remember that? Waves alone are there. First stage. Second, in the waves, water is there. Substratum. Third stage, waves are in the water, not the other way around. Fourth is the ultimate. There's only water. There's only water in the wave. किसी को हिम्मत है इसको मना करने के लिए? Can anybody reject this fact that in and through that wave there's nothing but water? In and through that ornament there's nothing but the gold. किसी को हिम्मत है क्या मना करने के लिए? There's only water, only gold, only Sun Brahma. So in the same way, what he said here is, he is there in all these things. He is there in all those things. As what? The Atman. Therefore, in him, the Atman, these things are there. Okay. Another example is, there are, let us say, 5, 6 things here. A bell is there, an arti plate is there, a karpun dabba is there. Then a book is there, the tumbler is there. Then the Naivedya for the Lord is there, the oil is there, the lamp is there, the laptop is there. So, in and through all these 7, 8 things, easiness is there or not? Satta, existence बोलते हैं उसको, which is not comprehensible. But ease is तो कहते हो ना, तो उसको है करके ही पहचान रहे हो ना, that easiness. But actually it's the other way around. Ease is always there. Ease never becomes is not. In that ease only, exist only, Panchamahabhutas are kalpita, and by the mutual various combination of Panchamahabhuta, all these 7 things that are told are there. In the easiness, these are all kalpita. And just because these things have got Rupa and Nama, the ease has not gone away. It is there only. And that is why, if you say book is there, book is there. But how many pages are there? 300. So in every page, that easiness is there. And in every page, top to bottom, that easiness is there. And in a page, if there are 4 paras, every para, that ease is there. In each pair, 5 lines, ease. In each line, 6 words, ease is there. In each word, 6 letters are there, ease is there. In each letter, that existence is there. But in the existence, all these are projected. This is the actual wisdom. We have to realize that pure existence. I am सत चित मजा आता है वो वाला पहुंच गया तो हम कह रहे हैं जल्दी क्या है धीरे धीरे करेंगे करके वी एंजॉय द संसार अब लगे रहो गुरु लोग भी कहते हैं चल बच्चा है खेलन दे कुछ दिन देन वी आर सेइंग मैच्योर एंड गो टू गुरु गुरु महाराज बहुत खेले हैं ने आप टीच मी ही सेज यस तुम ऐसे बैठ जब तक हम ब्रह्मास्त्र नहीं होता तब तुम ऐसे कॉन्टेम्पलेट कर तो दिन में बाहर एक बार निकल नहा ले थोड़ा खा ले whatever bath was done, we go back. This is all. Right. Then, yaha plavayati samrabdham puri ashtakam itastata. Puri ashtakam is our shula shariram. Some plavayati. It makes it move. Samrabdham, which is full of activity. 2 ways. From the childhood till we become old, the body is going on getting modified in his presence. Second, continuously the body is plavayati. Other than Swapna Sushupti Avasthas, in the Jagrata Avastha, continuously how come the body is having so many movements? limbs of the body, स्थूल सूक्ष्म. तो कौन प्लावयन कर, कौन मूव कर रहा है इन सबको? वही परमात्मा. Here plavayat means makes the body and organs function. It is the presence of that Paramatma. यह प्लावयति समृद्धम पुरी अष्टकम इतस्ततः. Then येन मूकीकृताः मूढाः, he is the one when he has not supplied to that individual the power to talk, then that being is mookikrita. He is dumb now. In brackets you can add the other. It is his presence which makes a person an eloquent speaker. भगवान की कृपा से मूकम करोति वाचालम, हम बोल पाते हैं. वो विद्रा कर लिया तो डम विल हैव टू से नो. ये ना मूकीकृताः मूढ़ाः. Then शिलाः ध्यानमिव आस्थिताः. It is his presence in that which is making the shilas rock solid, standing at one place as if they are in the dhyana or meditation. Good explanation, na? Shilaha dhyana vivastitaha. Then vyoma yena krutam shunyam. It is he who made the space which is empty. In that all these things are contained, hanging. So vyoma yena krutam shunyam. And he is the one yena shaila ghani krita. Know that huge shilas and mountains, rock solid they are. It is he who made them to be like that. Then the apo dhruta krita yena. It is he who, because of whom the waters flow, that to flow down and down and down. And in Deepo Yasya Vasho Ravi, then Bhagavan Surya is in the Vasha of the Lord. By blessed by him, that Surya Ravi has got Deepaha, the Kant. So the light in the sun is by him. Then the flowing nature in the water is by him. Then the Shilas in the Ghanarupa by him. Then Akasha Shunya by him. Okay. Then he is the one who makes the so many beings. Muki Krita, unspeakable, means dumb, and Mudaha, non-intelligent. He made human beings speaking and intelligent by him only. So in this way, that is his presence, all that is making this. This is a special list given to us here, in which the existence of things is because of him. The illumination of the things is because of him. In each of the thing, whatever their special abilities, debilities are there, that also because of him. See how difficult it becomes to grasp. That's why the pure, calm, quiet antakara. We need to comprehend this thing. Itna conspicuously is there in everything. But and rather he alone is there actually, is nothing other. Yet see how dull-witted we are, not able to catch. Not subtle we are, they were not able to catch. And not difficult to understand it. Like a little tough puzzle is put in front of us. आम सार पटकाते हैं लेकिन वो समझ नहीं आता. क्लू दे दो we cry. So he gives clue. अब क्लू भी ले लो हमको नहीं आता समझ में. और एक क्लू he gives 5 clues. We are so dull that we don't have the concentration capacity to see in that puzzle. The puzzle they give a picture है उसमें, one man also is there, women also is there, child also is there. एक ही picture में puzzle. है ना? One you are able to see, क्योंकि that is very conspicuous. तो the other two, the man is seen, let's say, women and child are hidden. अब इतना उसको पेपर घुमाओ फिराओ, वो आता ही नहीं बात समझ. So when a small puzzle को sort करने के लिए हमारा दिमाग नहीं है, this universal puzzle of the Lord being substratum of everything, there is nothing other than is real, yet here is not seen, everything is seen. Is it easy to sort out this puzzle or what? But then not impossible. But once you sort it out, thereafter the whole vision changes. Everything is he, everything is me. There is nothing other than me. Where is the question of Raga Dvesha? The basic reasons for samsara. उखड़ जाता है ऐसे एक सेकंड में संसार, सब में ही. It's a beautiful thing. So, this is what is that reality. Now, in the further slokas also, Bhagavan guides us. Let us see that 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. These 5 mantras we'll chant. Let us see how much we can discuss today. Start. Prasaranti yataschitraha samsara sara svrushtayaha akshayamruta sampurnat ambodadiva vrishtayaha आविर्भावतिरोभाव मयाः त्रिभुवनोर्मयः स्फुरन्ति अतितते यस्मिन् मराविव मरीचयः नाशरूपो अविनाशात्मा योऽन्तस्थः सर्वजन्तुषु गुप्तयोऽव्यत् गुप्तो योऽप्यतिरिक्तोऽपि सर्वभावेषु संस्थितः प्रकृतिप्रतति व्योम्नि जाता ब्रह्माण्ड सत्फला चित्तमूलेन्द्रियजलादला येन नृत्यति वायुना यश्चिन्मणिः प्रकचति प्रतिदेहसमुद्गके यस्मिन् इन्द्रा स्फुरन्त्येता यस्मिन् इन्दौ स्फुरन्त्येता जगज्जालमरीचयः. These are the things to understand. A very good amount of listening to Upanishads as background is required. Those who are regularly coming to the morning classes, not so difficult to understand. Maybe little, but not. But the others, उनको सारा out of topic लगता है, going bouncers, going haywire, extreme whites. पर जो regular उपनिषद है, उसको idea आता है. Right? Let us do 2 or 3 shlokas. First, prasaranti yatah chitraha samsara asara vrushtaya. अक्षयामृत संपूर्णात् अंबोधाद इव वृष्टयः. First example, ambodad vrushtayah, from the rainy season clouds. The rain, that rain during rainy season clouds, which never stops for 1 week, 6-7 days, heavy rain. 5-2 मिनट रुकता है बीच में, फिर वो भी drizzling. उसके बाद another बादल comes and it is घमासान बारिशिंग. There are some places, the Cherrapunjis and all, जहाँ रुकता ही नहीं, लगातार घमासान. People talk as cats and dogs. We call them as buffaloes and bullocks. That vrishti is called asara. Like it is in Gokula, the Pamsa vrishti, asara vrishti. Pamsa vrishti, Trinavarta does. When he comes in the asara vrishtis, Indra by sending that Samvartaka Megha, isn't it? When the Gokula people stopped worshipping him and started worshipping Govardhana, cows and Brahmanas, as advised by this Nutcut Lord Krishna of 5 years, 6 years age. He becomes angry. Indra, he says, hey Samvartak, Megha Gana, जा अब इतनी घमासान बारिश और छोटा सा गोकुल में क्या करे. भगवान said, don't worry, I am here. He lifts the entire Govardhan Parvat. करे नहीं किए ना. मैं तो देख रहा था 3 जगह पे. I don't know, I may be missing it. करे नहीं किए नहीं, said that kara, I believe it is hand, not finger. But generally people show that भगवान ने एक छोटे फिंगर पे उठाया. वहां तो एक हाथ की बात होती है. But ठीक है, भगवान सर्वसमर्थ. That is asara. Okay, here he says ambodat iva vrishtayaha, asara vrishtayaha. Like from the clouds, the terrible rains come during the rainy season. In the same way, from this Parabrahma Paramatma only, what are raining? Chitraha samsara asara vrushtaya. Vrishti is rain. Asara means that Ghamasan rain. Which is that samsara? Yataha. Chitra. Variety of the samsara vrishti is happening from him like the rain comes from the meghas. You can call it as asara, heavy rain. अब ह्रस्व करोगे तो ये संसार असार वृष्टया. The whole rains of samsara, which have no sara, they only have sorrow. That way, asara bhi aap samajh sakte ho. Asara means heavy rains, asara means essence less. So essenceless samsara rains are coming continuously raining from him, Paramatma, who is like the cloud. From the cloud rains come during rainy season. So prasaranti yataha chitraha samsara asara vrishtayaha. And who is he? Akshaya Amruta Sampurna. He is Akshaya, never gets diminished or perished. Then Amruta, he is of nectarine nature, Sampurna. तो अक्षय अमृत संपूर्ण परमात्मा से ही बादल से रेन के समान so many samsara vrishtis are continuously happening. तो जगतों की बात तो ऊपर हो गया, इसे यहाँ instead of jagat, the samsara means continuous modifications which we are not able to stop or control, and many of them giving us that dukkha at the upadhi level. They are all from him only, in his presence only, by his Maya Shakti. Okay, then one more we'll see. Ki avirbhava tirobhava mayaha tribhavana urmaya. In him, Paramatma, like ocean, these ocean has the waves. So the waves here are ki tribhavanas, urmaya. So one wave is like one tribhavan. Tribhavan is two ways of seeing it. त्रिभुवन को एक स्वर्गलोक, दूसरा अंतरिक्ष लोक, तीसरा भूलोक. भूर्भुव स्वः. This is Tribhuvan. Another Tribhuvan is the upper seven worlds, the lower seven worlds. In the upper seven, the first one is Earth. इसको भी पूरा अपर सिक्स को एक भुवन कहते हैं, नीचे के सात को एक कहते हैं, अर्थ को एक. दिस वन वे ऑफ सीइंग त्रिभुवन. So these Tribhuvanas are like the waves coming and going. In that Brahman who is like the Samudra. तो आविर्भाव तिरोभावमयाः त्रिभुवन ऊर्मयः. मजा आ रहा है कि नहीं सुन के? The magnanimous state of that Brahman, the infinitude of him. The Tribhuvanas are like in the ocean. How long the waves come and go, how big they are compared to the ocean. इतने होते हैं बस. Same way, the Tribhuvana is like a small wave, but it comes and goes in that infinite Parabrahma. So the samsaras like the rains, Akshaya Amruta Sampurnat Ambodade Vrishtayaha. Then all the Tribhuvanas are like the waves. Come Avirbhava, go Tirobhava Mayaha. ये हो गया next one. Next one is what? Important one. Spuranti Atitate Yasmin Maraviva Marichayaha. All these Tribhuvana Urmis are in this Paramatma Spuranti, who is beyond them. Example is beautiful. Maraviva Marichaya. The Marubhumi, the deserted land, again there we see the water, mirage water, and in the mirage water, the Marichikas, the waves. Like that. What is the meaning of here? In the Marubhumi substratum, the waves are superimposed, the water and waves. दिखता है आपको, आप जब रोड पे जाते हो गर्मियों के समय दोपहर में, वो आगे पानी दिखता है और वो हिलता रहता है लाइक वेव मोशन. So these Tribhuvanas are the only projected waves on that Brahman reality. क्या lofty होगा, imagine करो कि in deep meditation we transcend all the upadhi tadatmya and consciously touch the conscious self in us. And lo, that alone is there everywhere. And in that, this vision that the Brahmandas are just coming and going like the bubbles, like the ripples, like the Surya Karanas. कैसा होगा वो विजन बता रहे बाबा. Should we not go for it? डर लगता है क्या? समझ इतना नहीं है हमको. We are happy here as a Jew. with the upadhis. बस हम उपासना करेंगे. Little better upadhis come and we enjoy our life. Nice, है ना? जो भी कहते कर सुन के करने वाला पति एंड बच्चे, बहू, दामाद, सारे हमारे बात सुनते हैं। इतना बढ़िया स्वामी, मेरे को क्या है, कोई जरूरत नहीं आत्मज्ञान का, ये बढ़िया है। बस एक ही प्रॉब्लम है, आप हमारी बात नहीं सुनते हो, आप ही बोलते जाते हो। इसलिए तो टीम में बोल रहा हूँ ना, जब चाहे तब बंद कर सकते हो। इट्स इन योर हैंड्स। See Vasishthaji's kindness, how he is explaining this loftiness, the infinitude of that Swastha Brahmasthiti. That in that, like the waves, the Tribhuvanas just come and go, Brahmandas come and go. So, आविर्भाव तिरोभावमयाः त्रिभुवनोर्मयः स्फुरन्ति ततति अतितते यस्मिन् मराविव मरीचयः. Here मरुभूमि के मरीचि का एग्जाम्पल का अर्थ क्या हुआ? The Marubhumi is deserted land. There is no water only. How can there be any waves? So by this Drishtanta, what is told is all these Tribhuvanas are appearing but not real. Badhiya na? Appearing but not real. Like the Marichi is appearing but not real at all. Maja hai na? I really loved this thought. In the desert land, the waves appear, not there. So do the Tribhuvanas are appearing without being there. He alone is there. Then next one is very interesting. Nasharupo avinashatma yontastah sarvajantushu. Avinasha Atma. He by himself is imperishable. But on him the Rupa Nama are projected. No, they are Nashavan. But the Nashata of this Rupa Nama, not Nashta, the endness, the destruction, that is superimposed on Paramatma. अविनाश आत्मा है वो, लेकिन वो ही परमात्मा ऐसे नश्वर लगते हैं, यही डेल्यूशन है उनके ऊपर आरोपित. द नेम एंड फॉर्म व्हिच आर सुपर इम्पोज्ड ऑन हिम, दे आर द वंस व्हिच पेरिश, बट दैट वी attribute to Paramatma. Like everywhere, the whole Upadhis work, the Upadhis get modified according to the time prarabdha. But all of that we superimpose on the Paramatma Tattva, wherein Paramatma is always intact, untouched by any of these happenings. So this one is Nasharupaha Avinashatma. Yaha Antastaha Sarva Jantushu. Antastaha Sarva Jantushu. That's why, that's the beauty of it, no? The mind and consciousness are such material, if at all you call, allow me to call, it's not material, but are such ones ki, which you cannot quantify them, size wise, etc. That's why that jiva, that mind, can be there in the ant also, microbe also, in the huge elephant also. उस जीव का कोई साइज नहीं होता, उस आत्मा का कोई साइज नहीं होता, कोई मन का साइज नहीं होता, इसलिए वो छोटे से छोटे में भी रहते हैं, बड़े से बड़े में भी. अणोरणीयान महतो महीयान आत्मास्य जंतो निहितम गुहायाम तमक्रतु पश्यति वीतशोकः धातु प्रसादान महिमानम आत्मनः आसीनो दूरम व्रजति चयानो याति सर्वथा कष्टम मदामदम देव मदन्यो ज्ञातुमर्हति अशरीरम शरीरेषु अनवस्थेषु अवस्थितम महांतम विमात्मानमत्वा धीरो न शोचति. These are all Kathopanishad mantras. That is what is said here. So he is Avinasha. Name and form which are superimposed on him, they get destroyed. But that destruction or modification is superimposed on Paramatma. Then Yaha Antastaha Sarva Jantushu. Okay? Yonta Pravishya. He is there in every Jantu in the heart as a self. Then Guptayaha, Guptaha yo api atirikto api sarva bhaveshu samstitaha. So Guptaha yaha api atiriktaha api. है ना? He is very secretly, subtly hidden. Sarva bhaveshu samstita, again as it was in earlier line, very much in everything. Sarva bhaveshu samstita. Then a good example is given here कि प्रकृति प्रतति व्योमनि जाता ब्रह्मांड सत्वला चित्त मूल इंद्रिय दला येन नृत्यति वायुना. So prakriti pratati vyomni, the prakriti named tree with its leaves Vayuna, by the winds, Nrutyati dances. And that tree has got Chitta as Moola. The roots of the tree are the Chitta, then the Dala, the leaves of the tree are the Indriyas. So there is a tree, its name is Prakriti. The Prakriti tree has got Chitta as the Moola, the Prakriti tree has got Indriyas as the leaves, and that Prakriti tree has a fruit, Brahmanda Satvala. So ब्रह्मांड नामक सतफल रखने वाला चित्त जिसका मूल है, इंद्रिय जिनके दल है, ऐसे प्रकृति प्रतति व्योमनी, वो जो प्रकृति नामक वृक्ष है, वो इस परमात्मा के अंदर है, ये न नृत्यति वायुना. सो द परमात्मा माया नेमड शक्ति से, दैट माया का ही एक्सपीरियंस जो भी त्रिगुणात्मक प्रकृति इज नृत्यति डांसिंग. सो प्रकृति प्रतति व्योमनी जाता ब्रह्मांड सत्फला चित्त मूल इंद्रिय दला येन नृत्यति वायुना. येन वायुना. सो यहाँ परमात्मा इज कंपेयर्ड विद द वायु. दैट वायु इज मेकिंग द प्रकृति रूप वृक्ष टू मूव, टू शेक. That vriksha has got chitta as the moola, indriyas as dala, and brahmandas as the phala. ब्रह्मांड सत्फल, इंद्रिय दड़, चित्त मूल रखने वाला ये प्रकृति नामक वृक्ष भगवान नामक वायु के शक्ति के कारण इस हिल रहा है निरंतर. So this is a good thing. This is again I'll touch it little bit tomorrow. Then यह चिन्मणि ही प्रकचति प्रतिदेह समुद्गके, है ना. So प्रतिदेह समुद्गक, समुद्गक means box. In that the box of every body, यह चिन्मणि prakachati. It has put the mind which has subscribed as the self, for that mind to activate that box, the petika, which is called as geha samud, deha samudgaka. So yaha chinmani prakachati prati deha samudgake. Everybody is like a box. In that the चैतन्य के कारण काम करने वाला मन को उस हरेक शरीर नामक बॉक्स में he only has kept. And finally, Yasmin Indau is compared with the moon. Yasmin Indau Spuranti Etaha, again Jagat Jala Marichaya. The moonlight में भी moon किरण भी होते हैं, उसकी तरह are these worlds that are expressing from him when you compare him as the moon. So moon and moon kirana, Surya and Surya kirana, ocean and oceanic waves. These are the examples that are given to say that from the Paramatma whatever we are perceiving or seeing. Right, friends? Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mantras. Little bit इसको भी touch करके वो हम करें तो we'll be doing this 5th sarga. Then the 6th sarga talks about mumukshu prayatna upadesha. Then the 7th one is about दृश्य असत्ता प्रतिज्ञा. इस तरह से each sarga gives us beautiful knowledge. So you and I have to spare some more time also to go through it again at home and retain that knowledge that's given. But I tell you, one of the beautiful texts we have selected, योगवास महाराज कोई करते ही नहीं, हिम्मत ही नहीं करते उसको पढ़ने. तो हम लिए आते हो, चल रहा है अभी जैसा भी हो, एक तृप्ति तो है भाई. एवरी डे वी आर कमिंग सिटिंग 4-5 श्लोक हम पढ़ने का कोशिश कर रहे. You and I, when we become contemplative and take these words, we use them as indicators, and through the indicated, through contemplation, when you reach the indicated, nothing like that. Thank you. Here we stop here. We'll see the other text also. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Paramarashibhyo. Om Annatatra Suryo Bhatina Chandra Tarakam Nema Vidyuto Tameva Bhantam Anubhati Sarvam Tasya Bhasa Sarvamidam Vibhati. Om Narayana Mangalam Naradha. बोल श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की जय। श्री भगवान रामायण शास्त्र की जय। सब संतन की जय। सद्गुनाथ महाराज की जय। आज की आनंद की नमः। पार्वती पति हर महादेव सर्वत्र गोविंद। ज्ञान की जीवन ज्ञान में आदि पराग समस्त श्रोता से उपाधि मोक्ष में। भारत माता की जय। सनातन धर्म की जय। वैदिक हिंदू संस्कृति की जय। अध्यात्म जीवन विधान की जय। समस्त श्रोता गण की जय। प्लीज ज्वाइन टू स्टडी हिंदी में सेम टेक्स्ट। द नेम ऑफ इट इज निर्गुण मानस। सेम सब्जेक्ट निर्गुण मानस पूजा। आइए